Hey folks, welcome back to Cedar Song Farm. I went out this morning to put a fresh batch of worm casting tea, compost tea, on my plants. And I got to about the second plant and my backpack sprayer broke. A little pump up here. And all we're going to do is spray. And we're going to spray those wood chips. And what this worm tea is going to do is basically give... Uh-oh. I think my $40 sprayer just came undone. I don't know. It's not pumping. All right, another blooper here. Let's see if it runs out of juice. I think it is. All right, take two. So I ran into town, and so what is going from being a showing you how I make my worm casting tea and spray it on my plants is now going to be an unboxing of this DeWalt Backpack Sprayer. Now, I did a little bit of research, but my big research came from what I just went through with that other one. So I bought one at a store that I go to pretty often, Harbor Freight, and I bought their backpack sprayer. And last year, I bought it last year, and you know what? It actually worked great. Well, I used it last week, and I noticed that I had to pump it a little bit more often. I got to thinking, all right, something's going wrong. Well, it went out. I'm not saying that the Harbor Freight one is a bad one. I'm just saying if you only need it for a year, or if you're only doing a few plants every once in a while. I do a lot of plants. I do a lot of pumping. So I went out and I got this one here. So we're going to open it up. We're going to put it together if I've got the tools here at the farm, because most of my tools are at my house, which is not actually here on the farm. So let me just tell you a little bit about what they talk about on here. It's an internal piston backpack sprayer, and then it says it in a couple of different languages. As with any typical Home Depot or Lowe's or whatever store you go to, the box is going to be busted open by a forklift or somebody kicking it or whatever. Ask me how I know. Now, here's what I'm getting at here. I did the reviews on it. A couple of them talked about it leaking. This one here, in big, bold letters, says 25% more efficient, no leak pump. Well, we're going to find out. All right, I'm probably going to go through this video and cut out a lot of my pauses and ums and ahs and all that, because I know you don't want to sit here all day long and watch me do this. I don't want to sit here all day long and watch me do this. Let's see if we can do this without instructions. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. All right, it's got, well, it feels like pretty good quality shoulder straps. It's got a waist harness. It also has an upper chest harness, which the other one didn't. And I always had a problem with it kind of getting F at an angle and up like that, especially, you know, when it was full. But yeah, that the harness looks pretty good. Actually looks like it'll last a while. Now let's talk a little bit about cost. You know, the cheapy one I got from Harbor Freight was, I think with tax, about $40. This one I got from Home Depot, the DeWalt, was 90 something, and hey, you got a military discount. It was actually only 80 something. So now this is a 4-gallon sprayer, which is good. That's about the minimum that I would want to go with. It's about the maximum I'd want to walk around an acre of land with. So, all right. This looks pretty self-explanatory. Now, I always pump with my left hand, so I'm going to guess that that's going to go on the left-hand side. And I'm going to guess there's a couple of parts that hold that on there. I guess it's kind of cool that it's yellow. That way when I'm walking around in the field, nobody illegally hunting on my land shoots me. You'll see that. Actually, I only found one person doing that. Now, I'm guessing there's a nut and a bolt that holds that in. It comes with a variety of sprayer attachments. Well, I don't know about a variety. It looks like it comes with two. I'm not sure what... Oh, it's got a spray optimizer. Oh, my trap just went off. I wonder if I just caught my woodchuck. No, I don't see him. Probably a mouse. Okay, anyway, back to this. All right, so we're going to pop that on there. Tell me that screws in there. You don't have to tell me, I just found out. It actually, instead of just the bolt sliding into the holes, you actually have to screw it in. Okay, well, maybe that'll help it to last longer. Now, I'm in my war office here, my farm office, and the lighting is not that good. But we will do what we have to do. I got to tell you right now, we're in the middle of a heat wave here in southeast Connecticut, and it's easily 100 degrees out there right now. Now, it does come with a lock washing bolt, or nut rather. That's a good thing. It doesn't fall out on you like the butterfly, the butterfly attachment bolt that the other one came with. All right. Now, I've got tools, and I'll tighten that up later. But I'm guessing that's pretty much all you have to do to put this together. Now, the pump optimizer, I don't know what that's all supposed to be about. I'm guessing it's some kind of gimmicky tool. Maybe I'll read the directions later on and find out. Perfect. Now I'm looking for a wider spray because I'm doing fairly large plants. So I'm going to see if I can guess just by looking at them which might be that one. That looks like a heavy duty blaster spray. I don't want that one. Let's try the red one. All right, this might be where I need to read the directions. Yep, the other way. All right. I'll bet that washer's got to go in there. One little, no, that might go for, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to put these other pieces back in the bag. This thing I'm going to read about, I'm not sure, it's a spray optimizer. We'll read that, find out. Let's take a quick look. That way I don't drag this all out there and try to get it working and find out. No, you need that. You know, that's one of the neat things about YouTube and this kind of thing, is that watch this video. You're going to get a really good opportunity to learn real quick what you need to do before you have to pull out the directions. Okay, install the nozzle, and it doesn't show anything about the spray optimizer. Pressure chamber maintenance, nozzle maintenance, sprayer storage. I'm not seeing anything pressurizing and spraying. All right, it does have that spray optimizer. Tell you what, let's go all out. Let's put this spray optimizer on. See what it says. I'm going to guess that this washer, rubber washer, goes in there. But I could be wrong. I do not know. Now, I'm not going to go out there and dump all my beautiful worm casting tea into here to try it out. First, what I'm going to do is go out there and fill it with water, rinse it all out real good, and try it. And I don't want to lose that part. I might need it. Okay. All right, let me give you a kind of a closer up view. You've got your pump arm. Oh, I know what it is. That goes like that. All right, the DeWalt manual hand pump sprayer. As you can see, I fixed the handle the correct way. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I give the overall quality of it a high ranking. I think it's built pretty well, seems very sturdy, doesn't feel rickety. The hand nozzle here seems like good quality parts. The hose itself, definitely much sturdier and looks a whole lot better than the, looks like aquarium tubing on some of the other ones I've seen. You can adjust the handle from one side or the other, whether you prefer left-handed or right-handed. The strap, the shoulder straps, sturdy and they're comfortable. I really like the fact that it has both a waist belt and a chest belt to kind of hold it into position on you as you're walking around. The assembly, extremely easy. The only thing was the bolt that holds the handle on, and that has the locking nut down at the bottom there. The inside looks pretty sophisticated. Looks a whole lot better than the last one that I had. Seems like it'll hold out a lot longer. Again, the only con I've got is when you pump it up, it's got that ratcheting noise. Not a big deal. Okay, I'm pretty impressed. We'll see how it lives out its life here on the farm. Let's take it out, rinse it out, fill it with water, and give it a trial run. All right, I gave it a good outside washing already, and then I remember to turn the camera on so you guys could see what's inside of here. Heavy duty lid. I like the filter. It's got a nice rubber grommet washer type thing, so when you put this back on and screw it in, it makes a good seal. Inside, it has stuff. It's got some pump tanks. It's got the actual plunger. It's got, I can see a fill up and an eject hose. All right, let's wash this thing out. My poor peas, I had this sprinkler, this drip hose on them. I don't know how they're even making it in this sun. The second batch is doing terrible. We've had the rain, but we've also had 100-degree temperatures. So peas don't do too good in that kind of a thing. Oh, it's blowing bubbles. Let's get all that initial junk out. Oh, cute. What'd I do? Buy this at Harbor Freight too? Sorry. I don't know if I'll delete that or not. I love Harbor Freight. I really do. Don't get me wrong. I get a lot of stuff there. Not a lot of stuff. Some stuff. All right, that should be enough to fill that enough to work and get me nice and wet. And I'll give you back to the peas there, buddy. Now, folks, if I put this together and I messed it up, I'm not going to delete it. You're going to see it. But let's find out. Let's see, there's got to be a different way to put this. I can't see myself using it like that. All right. And we'll put the spray optimizer to work. Yeah. Okay. It's working. It's spraying. Let's see how long it goes for. I mean, it doesn't have a whole lot of water in it, and I didn't pump it up that much, but we'll give it to the peas while I'm here. All right, I like that. I like that spray. That'll work good for putting the worm tea on the plants. I don't know what this optimizer thing is supposed to be. We'll find out. Makes a lot of noise. Well, let's see how that one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that'll work perfectly. Okay. Well, let me go ahead and move the camera around and I'll show you how it works. I'm going to put the worm tea in here and I'll show you how it actually works on the plants. Okay, here we go. I like the way that sprays. It coats a whole lot. Now, one of the things I'm doing is in another video I'm making basically at the same time, because that was a video I came out here to make, was how I am also going to inoculate these wood chip, this wood chip compost. It's not just wood chips. It's actually a compost that I get from the town. I know, it's not the best, but that's why I'm inoculating it with the worm tea. All right, it ran out a little quick, but it is spraying out a whole lot of stuff at the same time. Now what I'm going to do, I don't like to spray the wood chips with this while they're dry like that, because they just basically suck it up and all the bacterial stuff dies. I know, you're here to look at a backpack sprayer. You're not here to learn about worms. But if you are, check out the other playlists on my channel here. I do a lot of things with earthworms and how to make earthworm compost, vermicompost, and that's why my stuff grows so good. That's why I'm spraying them with worm tea. Yeah, worm tea. But I'm liking the way this sprays. Now it comes with a couple of different other attachment heads there, sprayer heads. But I think I like the way this one sprays. There's not a lot of waste. Not a lot of overspray, I should say. This spray will do these plants for about another week or so, week and a half, 2 weeks. Depends on how much rain we get, if we get any more rain. I think we got all of our rain in April and May. You know, it's got a nice breeze coming from this way right now. And if I let this go right here in my face, that would probably feel really good, other than the fact that it's not water. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. it does kick right back up. You know, when it starts to go down in the pressure, as soon as you hit that pump, it does come up very nicely. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see me on the camera right now, but so far I like it. Yeah, the price is more expensive than the other one, but I do think that I like it. Okay, it's been a long day with the DeWalt manual pump backpack sprayer. What do I think about it? I like it. I want to give you some of the pros and some of the cons. Honestly, there's not a lot of cons. Pros, I like the slim shape to it. It's not bulky. It fits. It rides nice on my back. Um, I did about almost an acre worth of rows today of tomatoes and potatoes and peppers and squash. And, you know, it didn't bother me that much. It really wasn't, you know, how sometimes you put on a new backpack and it kind of digs to you. No, it really wasn't that bad. The quality of the build, I think, is pretty impressive for the, you know, about $90 that you pay for it. Uh, I'm 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 satisfied. I'm happy with that. The hand controller works as it's supposed to. I still haven't gone into what exactly this special pump thing is, and I haven't tried it without it. I think what it is like an injector. It just kind of like shoots out a little bit quicker, and that's one of the other pros that I like about this machine. It's even though it's very frugal in the amount of liquid that it's putting out, the head that I've got on here now does a good job of coverage. So you're not, you know, you're not getting a dribble of a spray, you know, even though it's 14 inches wide. This, though it's 14 inches wide, is putting down a good spray. I haven't tried the other heads on it. I'm sure they probably work about the same way. One of the things I can say that I like about it again is I'm using worm tea, and that's got sediment in it, and I haven't had any problems with anything clogging up like I did on my old handheld pump sprayer and my other pump backpack sprayer that just broke on me this morning, which led to the purchase of this one. What else can I say about it? The hose here, heavy duty compared to the cheaper models. Spend the extra money, you get what you pay for. Okay, there is one con, if you can really call it that. Um, Kind of like a really minuscule thing, but every time you pump this, when it's filled, yeah, you hear the suction and the, you know, egress of the water, but there's a ratcheting sound. It sounds like you're ratcheting up a strap. And not a big deal, but you know what I think about is there must be gears in there. And if there's gears in there that are making that ratcheting sound, gears wear out. Hopefully they last for a long time. I know it's not a big deal, but that's the only con I can find with this thing. So far, so good. Okay, folks, if you have any questions about this, feel free to put them down in the comments. I'd be happy to try to answer them for you. Uh, Again, I give it a thumbs up. I think it's worth the money, and it worked very well today. Folks, if you're interested in this kind of video, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, give me a like. Helps out a lot, just, I don't know, to know that somebody liked it. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you all later. Thanks for watching.